But was there a moment you knew you had to turn these stories into a book?
Yeah, well, you nailed it on the head. 2000. So the history, or a brief history. So my mom and dad did the autobiography in the 70s, like crystal clear. The sounds, the smells, the way the table was set, the cold, the fear, all of that. It was just so vivid that it really was intriguing to me. So they wrote in the 70s, and then it became finally, after it got onto the computer, it got onto a disc. My dad passed in 1997, unfortunately. My mom in 2016, unfortunately. And then a historian friend of the family handed me the disc and said, "You really need to read this. You really should look at this." Didn't think much of it at the time. Took a year to take care of my mom's affairs after she passed. Then I took a year to retire. Then I went back to work as a radiologist in 2018. A friend of mine was short and they needed some help reading X-rays and ultrasound out of Michigan. So I started doing that, and that brought me to the disc, and that brought me to the story. And so between reading cases and the X-rays, I loaded up the disc and I would read my dad's story, and I converted his autobiography into a biography. I would dictate page by page, chapter by chapter, with as much fidelity as possible. Of course, reviewing the culture, having it confirmed by historians, reviewing the history, countless of hours going over films and photographs, and then ultimately hiring my co-author who helped me run with this book. And if it wasn't for her, Janice Harper, we wouldn't be here. I mean, the 4 awards that the book has won, and all the accolades. And so 2018 is really when it struck me that I got it was like Superman's kryptonite. It just sort of called out to me and converted my way of thinking in life.
Turning inherited pain into a published legacy is an act of deep courage and honor.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sticking my neck out there. It's My dad had the courage, obviously, with 4 escapes and hiding places and always on the run and multiple miracles. But yeah, I mean, I guess it takes courage to try to fight hate and racism and anti-Semitism, because there is a lot of it out there, especially after October 7th. Of course, we've experienced it after 9/11, which some people still deny. We had that Islamophobia, which I don't think is correct. I think that's inappropriate and ignorant. And same with the hatred towards Jewish people because of October 7th and what happened in Gaza. And none of that has anything to do with me or you or what happened to my parents. It was just pure hatred, pure anti-Semitism, pure persecution, genocide, all of that. So just to try to survive, just to try to stay alive, to scrounge for food, shelter, and clothing, which we take for granted here in the free world, but for my mom and dad was everything. Yeah, there was courage every day.